Welcome back, guys. We've been talking about the meaning of a personal narrative, a true story about a small moment in your life. Yesterday, we talked about how we can write powerful personal narratives. We said we needed to focus on one episode. We call those our watermelon seed moments, and that we would write about that moment in great detail, using sensory detail so that our reader would use their five senses, and lots of description so they could feel like they were actually there. Ways that we can help our readers picture the episode in their mind is by describing a small action and using some exact dialogue. What exactly are the characters saying? And we use our quotation marks to do that. We made a chart for strategies we can use for generating our ideas. We talked about how we can think of a person who matters to us, and we can list small moment stories about times with that person. We could choose one of those seed moments and write the whole story. Today, I thought you might want to learn from another author-writer. This time, we're going to look at Newbery Award winner Jack Gantos. Jack Gantos is famous for writing about personal experiences in his own life. And we're going to look at his book trailer today for his book, The Dead End. If you've never read the book Dead End, I would highly suggest trying it out. It may be something that you really enjoy, and it'll just give you a taste for the genre of personal narrative. So today, our goal is to learn that published writers sometimes think of a place that matters to them, and they make a quick sketch, a map actually, of that place, jotting all the powerful small moment story ideas that come from that place. Writers, yesterday you learned that to learn from someone else's writing, you first just read it. Then you think, what did that writer do to pull that off? What's the recipe for this kind of writing? If you remember, we looked at Allie's journal writing, and we tried to see what did she do that really drew us in as writers. We saw that she used a lot of dialogue and she used some sensory detail. We looked at the way she hooked us in. So today we're going to follow that same plan to learn from Jack Gantos' map. Let's just read this map, just enjoying it. Remember as you do, though, that we'll soon pause and think, what has Gantos done that we could try? So I'm just going to give you a second to look at his map here. He actually grew up with, behind where he lived, there was some sort of creek or lagoon of some sort. And so as I look at these pictures in the middle and I see the alligators and the boats, I'm kind of thinking that he's thinking of this place. You'll notice that throughout his map, he's put a lot of little sketches and he just wrote a key word there. We have M&Ms and hunt, frost. At the top, you'll see where it says grumpy old people. Down at the bottom left, he has the mean dog. Over here, he drew himself, Jack, Pete, and Betsy. So he's focusing on some people that were important to his life. I'm studying Jack's map to learn how writers use this generating strategy to make powerful personal narrative writing. It looks like once Jack had a really important place in mind, he remembered all of the small moment stories that occurred there, and he just drew quick little pictures to represent a story he could write. Every picture on his map is actually a personal narrative, just waiting to be powerfully written. So writers, let's add Jack's strategy for generating powerful personal narratives topics to our own chart. Yesterday, we added to think of a person who matters to us. Now we're on number 2. We could think about a place that matters. We could use pictures and quick notes to jot down about small moments that happened there. Then we choose one of those small moments and write the whole story. Let's try it. Right now, think of a place that matters, a place where you've lived a lot of your life, something where you have strong ties. If you need to pause the video while you think, you can do that. When you're ready and you have a place in mind, continue. Today, it's your turn. You're going to have some time to write. Some of you will not need to make a map at all. As you were thinking, you made the map in your mind. But if you haven't and you would like to actually jot down a map with your small moments, I suggest you do that on a piece of notebook paper or scratch paper and keep it, because it's going to be a great resource as you start to write new pieces. Remember, your small moment stories can be connected to a person, or you may choose a place. Jack Gantos calls these jumping off points for writing. Choose one of your jumping off points. Go back into our narrative journal that we started. Don't forget to put your name and date at the top of this new entry and start a new piece today. See what you come up with. Can't wait to read them.